Here to receive the in your inbox on Tuesday and Friday mornings. Good morning and welcome to On the Trail 2024, the Deseret News Campaign. I am Samuel Benson, Deseret's national political correspondent. Former President Donald Trump is still ahead in this new poll of Utah Republicans. But now Nikki Haley is tied for second place with Ron DeSantis. Haley, who had the biggest surge since last month, has 4 months until Super Tuesday to make her case to Utah voters. Here are the latest developments from Deseret News 2024 election coverage. Big idea why RFK Jr. we interviewed? I spent Monday at Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s home in Los Angeles. I met his dogs and toured his large backyard. I spent almost an hour in study, quizzing him about the things our readers said they wanted to know about his stance on abortion and immigration. Faith. Approach to campaigning in the West. You can read the full interview online here or in this weekend's print edition of the Deseret News. One of the questions I get most often from readers is why shed ink on a candidate who made controversial claims about vaccines and antidepressants and said the 2004 election was stolen? Why should we give a platform to a man whose candidacy his own brothers describe as dangerous to our country? The reason is simple. Kennedy is currently waging an all-out operation to get on the ballot nationwide. It's likely that in November 2024, President Joe Biden and the Republican nominee will likely be one of the options to choose from, along with Trump. Since the first issue of this, we have promised our readers to provide the most relevant news and information to help you make an informed decision. If Trump were to give us an interview, we would gladly accept and ask him the questions that are of most interest to our readers and that other news publications are not focusing on. We would do the same for Biden, Haley or DeSantis. Interviewing Kennedy does not mean supporting Kennedy. The Deseret News has a strict no-endorsement policy and we will not throw our weight behind a candidate in the 2024 race. It is worth noting that my editorial board has repeatedly written in favor of vaccination and against allegations of election, among other topics. In the limited time I spent with Kennedy, I chose to focus on the questions that matter most to our readers and that are not being asked by other news organizations. I pressed him on abortion, withdrew his support for a federal ban after the first trimester, and asked if would accept the support of right-wing provocateurs like Tucker Carlson. Alex Jones and Steve Bannon said would welcome everyone's approval. I asked him what issues thought voters in the West cared about most. He said immigration, affordable housing and water, and asked how planned to address them. I asked if his assessment of Donald Trump Jr.'s campaign, that it was a Democrat factory that would hurt Trump, was accurate. If the Democratic Party has a plan, they have an